Hi everyone, this is Cheryl. Welcome to Yarnworks. We're going to do some simple instruction. There'll be several videos with different stitches, but one thing I should have already done is shown you how I sew in ends. Since you're making squares, you're going to have ends. This is a motif for a Shining. It's a replica of the carpet in The Shining. It's an Afghan done, and actually it was a Christmas gift for my son, but I'll show you how to sew in ends with this motif. So there are needles that you can buy, the large-eyed needles. You can get the plastic ones or the metal. These were the ones, the straight ones were what I used for years and years, and about a year ago I discovered the bent tips. And I just love them. They seem to be better for getting down into the material. So I'm going to use a bent tip, and always leave yourself plenty of yarn. You can't go wrong. Leave yourself plenty. Thread your needle, and then what you want to do is we're going to be felting the material a little bit, which means we're going to be splitting the fibers. You see the three, you can see the three. I'm not always going to make sure that I split it, but as much as possible, you want to split the threads, and that's kind of felting it, and it'll help it. So go down several inches, keep going under stitches just as far as you want to go, and then pull the yarn through. Don't pull it real tight, but snug, and then you can pull back a little bit to make sure it's not deforming your stitches, and then go back. A lot of crocheters say you go back and forth 3 times, and if you have enough yarn, that's certainly a good idea, but just try to hide it and take it through. A lot of people hate sewing in ends. I don't mind. To me, it means that I'm just progressing with the Afghan. But see, you really can't tell where I sewed that, and I'm going to go one more time. If you ever happen to get yourself with just a tiny bit and you can't, take the needle in first into the stitches you want to go in, and then thread it. Leave the end out and thread that needle. Come on, there we go. Okay, and then you can pull the needle through and use the very last of your yarn. So if you forget and cut it off short, that's one way of sewing it in. And if that's all you have, then just try to split as many of the stitches as you can down, bury it, and if you've knotted it well, it may slip out to the knot, but it won't unravel your entire Afghan or anything.